Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. I hope everyone's having a great Tuesday morning. Me, myself, not bad. Thanks for asking. I'm going to start the show with a little FedEx 757 action. Morning, Alan. Good to see you. Brandon's here. Thank you both. Thought I saw Ms. Wolves earlier. Oh yeah, there she is, Ms. Wolves. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Ron. Lucy, Phil, Heath, Andrew. Thanks all for being here. Christine. The Incredible Bulk is here. Hello. Mark. Hello, Ian. So, if you guys tuned in to the 360 camera right as it went live, you all were treated to a little nice departure. First thing on the 360 camera, there was a C5 that left off the Reef runway right after the 360 camera went live, but we just couldn't get the main camera ready in time. So you can go back there and rewind that and catch that C5 departure. Hopefully it looked pretty good. Hello, Andrew. CF on the Fly is here. So that's 757 there. It was coming a long distance from Maui. Nice short 26-minute flight. Must have taken the long way. The next one coming in this side is coming from a little farther away, but not that much farther away. Coming in from Hilo. CFI on the Fly, no, I did not see it. I got it left at about 9:33, according to some of the flight radar things. And I have to be at work on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30, so I couldn't hang out for it to leave. It was only here about 3 hours. It came in about 6:30 in the morning, left it right at 9:30. So he didn't stay here very long. Probably just long enough to chew somebody out and wave to the cameras, and then he was on his way. Oh, another C5 inbound. All right. That one that left is he doesn't seem to want to go anywhere. He's still right south of us. He's made a big loop and he's heading straight south now. I don't know what he's doing. So as I was looking down there, I noticed that there's another 757 coming in from Majuro. This shows as Amerijet, but I'm gonna almost guarantee this is Asia Pacific. That is about I don't know, about 10 minutes out maybe. Behind it is Air New Zealand. It's a shorty Dreamliner. Which is, I believe, a result of the time change in a lot of places. Well, CFI on the fly, you can head right over to HNL Ops and hear the both tower frequencies on HNL Ops, if that will help. So if you head on over to HNL Ops, you can pull up a map that has the live ATC on it that is not dependent on liveatc.com. I don't believe in stealing their signal. I know some people do. I'm not going to name names, but I know some people steal their signal. Which is blatantly against their policy. Next one we're going to get in is a little smaller than that C5 that left. It's coming in from Kanakakai, which is on Molokai. It is Mokulele. It is a Cessna Grand Caravan, so we'll take that here. Going to give the Cessna some love. Now on HNL Ops, the ATC that you're hearing on there is from a scanner at my house, so it is not dependent on any website or other feed. As long as my house is there and the power's on at my house, you'll hear it. I promised I wouldn't mention that for 2 shows, Brandon. But if you want to mention it, feel free. You can mention it all you want. I don't know if you guys can see on the 360 camera, the clouds are very cool. We have a cool sunrise behind us. I don't know. You guys can check out that. It's really neat. Got really wispy, puffy clouds that are making the sunrise look really neat. So, we'll see where that C5 ends up. It's turning again. I don't know what's going on with it. I haven't heard anything, but I'm only listening to one of the towers here. I need to reprogram this scanner here so I can listen to both towers at the same time. When I set it up, I lumped everything into one bank, so when you scan on that bank, it kind of gets a little cluttered. Hello everyone, good morning, welcome to Honolulu. If you don't know where you are or who I am, I can answer a couple of those questions. My name is Patrick, the channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live stream and tomfoolery channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. That's where we're at right now. It is right over here. It is 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right over there. on the south shore of the beautiful island of Oahu. We do 3 shows a week here, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. This show runs till about 9:45 a.m., which, as you can see down the bottom, is a couple hours from now, so we've got a long way to go. But if you could hit that like button, I would really appreciate it. Cramming that like button early in the show gets the YouTube algorithm woken up, and we could maybe get some more friends in here to watch planes with us. That's the goal here, is just to watch planes with as many friends as we can. So, thank you all for being here. I believe Brandon wants to mention a few things in the chat. I'm not allowed to mention that in the chat today, but we have that Brandon's going to mention here in a second, if he's taking my clue. We also have membership levels available and PayPals. They're all in the description of the video. Or you can hit my favorite link on the internet, reverseops.com/findme. That'll take you to all your reverse ops needs and your HNL ops needs, because we also have a companion channel running right now where you can see the 360 camera, which is over my head by about 3 feet or so. And you also have the live ATC over there, my live ATC. Not the website, it's coming out of my house. So it doesn't sound as crisp as live ATC, but it is fairly good. I'm really impressed with how it sounds. It sounds better than here sometimes. I'm standing 50 feet from the perimeter fence and it sounds better at my house. So Brandon did take my hint. Oh, Brandon, you got 2.5 more hours. Your work is not done. Okay, we have a C-17 lit up here and made its way down to the runway. So we're gonna flip over to the other camera so we can get that. Alright, now I think, I wonder if that C5 is burning off fuel, because now he's starting to do loops down there about, I don't know, 25 minutes, 20 minutes south of us. So we might get that one back here today, we'll see. So, let me catch up here in a minute on some highlighted chat messages. I'll do that right after the C-17. I see some came through while I was babbling. I think the C-17 might be waiting for the 757, that falsely labeled Amerijet in flight radar. Josh Aldridge sighting. Hello, Josh. That C-17 pilot was trying not to spill his coffee. That was the most pedestrian C-17 departure I've seen in a long time. Yeah, weird. The C-17 has figured it out and is, or sorry, the C-5 has figured out whatever it was and is now heading east again. Oh well. Yeah, that was a beautiful departure. You might see that departure on Instagram later today. That was a show highlight for sure. So the next arrival on the other side, 8 left, will be Air New Zealand, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, let's see more, more flights. This might be a new day for this flight. I don't remember it coming in on a Tuesday before. I'll have to research that. I don't remember this one coming in on a Tuesday before. This one's usually this one always came in on the days I wasn't here, like Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, or something like that. And now it's here on a Tuesday, which I'm okay with, if you're okay with. It's at over Kapolei still right now. We also have a United 757. That's heading off to SFO. This was a 777 last week. So now we're going to have a couple of United 757s going out. One to SFO, one to LAX. The Delta's too far. I was hoping to get the Delta before the United came around the guard shack, but it was too far away. My voice sound hoarse today. My voice seems, in my head, my voice sounds hoarse today. Let's take that. We're gonna, if we don't get to it, we might skip this one. But I think we're gonna take the Air New Zealand, because we never see the Air New Zealand. So I mentioned a minute ago that they're, since, pardon, oh geez, my voice is going crazy. Pardon me. The, probably don't need super zoom.
Okay, we'll start off at 7 o'clock. Continental flight.
Oh my God, did you see the sun in that shot? That was cool. That was cool. So I mentioned a little bit ago about the time change, and it seems like we're getting into the winter schedule for some airlines. I've noticed some changes in the schedule already, like that United that we just saw changing to a 777. Changing from a 777, I should say. We've also had an adjustment in the flying Honu schedule. The A380s, the second one, is coming in earlier. So for the last several months, that second one is teetered right about 10 o'clock. It was scheduled for 10:05, and usually be a couple minutes early so we'd catch it, but every once in a while it was on time or late and we'd miss it.
Delta 422 Heavy, good morning.
But they've adjusted the second one. I don't remember the exact time they adjusted it to, but they moved it up over an hour. Which is good news for us. Oh, O'Malley Cat's hanging around. O'Malley Cat's right here. He saw somebody. He's going to try to get some food. But so the second one will be in much earlier, which is good news for us. That means we should always see it now. And the first one, I think, is the exact same time. They didn't change the first one. So another 757. This one's going off to LA with the extra X. Hello, Robbie. So I was a little wrong. They moved the scheduled arrival of the first one by 5 minutes. So the first one should be here normally around 8:10 now. Today it's going to be here at 7:57, so about a little over a half an hour from now. But it's the second one that they've dramatically moved. So let's go to the second one. Its scheduled arrival time is now 9:10. It used to be 10:05, so that's almost an hour earlier now, which is great news for us. That means we shouldn't miss it at all. Unless I just fail there. I mean, I have been known to completely miss an A380 before. This is a PC-12. This is coming in from Lanai. Probably coming in or bringing back some very wealthy people. They've moved the, I believe they've moved um, the scheduled time of departure of that second one also, but not enough where I don't think it's going to matter too much. It used to be 1 o'clock, which meant 1:20, 1:30 sometimes, and that was just too late to stay on a Saturday. They have moved it up by 20 minutes. Now the scheduled departure is 12:40. So maybe on a nice cool day we can stay a little bit extra and see 2 A380s. I don't want to promise anything, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see. We're all in flux here. It's a never-ending, story. That's not the word I was looking for. It's a 717 Hawaiian coming in on 8 left. It was coming in from Lehue. It's today's date. Today is the 28th. My chat freeze, or you guys just go quiet all of a sudden? Oh, there we go. Someone said something. All right. So while it's a little slow here right this second, that C5 is turning again back west. Now I don't know what's going on with that C5. That's weird. Donut, no. You know, I was wondering why there's Corey. Hello, Corey. How are you? I was wondering why there's so many bus. There's so many buses down here lately. This morning there was like 7 buses on Lagoon Drive and whatever the street that cuts back to the terminal is. I can never remember the name of that street. Yeah, Corey, I saw that. It came and went at the worst time, right when I had to be at work. There's a little FedEx feeder over here. Oh, Jonathan. Thank you for your confession. We're not really a confession-based live stream, but I appreciate it. I don't have any penance to give you. No Hail Marys or anything. Kamaka Air. Cargo master there. Hello, H. Dot. I always find it funny that they call them legalized shop, but they call them new routes. There are all these new routes to improve things, and what they're really doing is taking away routes that people are familiar with and adding these routes and forcing people onto the rail. So, well, Keith, I wish we could help you out. I'll show you a plane. There's a plane in the shot, but as far as a moving plane, We're waiting. We're in a holding pattern, as they say. I was supposed to be able to album. I thought I was supposed to be able to upload from this. $51.04. I'm trying to do a little producing behind the scenes here. There we go. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Enter the URL. I want a URL. Aha. It's all coming together here. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Now, if we go here. Aha, it worked. It worked, ladies and gentlemen. So you just keep... That's the thing about IT. I'm an IT guy, and the thing about it is just don't be afraid to push buttons. What's the worst that can happen, right? Alright, so while we got a second here, I want to talk about something. So I have been invited to be a featured YouTube content creator at Avcon next year in April. It's in Atlanta, Georgia at the Delta Flight Museum. It is on a Saturday, so if you're local, it's very convenient. But I will be there. I don't know, we haven't figured out exactly the details of what I'll be doing, but I'll be at least doing a meet and greet, and hopefully we're trying to work out the panel situation, who's going to be on panels, and making sure everyone gets a little stage time. But that'll be worked out. Still got a long way to go. But it'll be next April. Tickets are available at av-con.com. Very reasonably priced, I'm thinking. It's at the Delta Flight Museum. So along with your convention ticket, you also get into the museum. So the convention tickets are only $40, so it's very reasonably priced considering you also get into the Delta Flight Museum. So if you're in the area or want to pop in on a Saturday, it's right at the airport, the Delta Flight Museum. In fact, the hotel I'm staying at is walking distance, so I'm not even going to rent a car. It's going to be awesome. So come out, say hi. I will be doing live streams that week, but I'm not sure if we'll be doing live streams of the presentations. That's kind of not my, that's their thing, not my thing. I'm leaving that up to them. I will be doing a live stream, hopefully from my booth. I'll have a booth set up there. You can come say hi and pick up exclusive Avcon reverse ops merch that I'll be making, and stickers and things. There'll be some free stickers at the booth. But I'm going to try to live stream from there, but we'll see how that goes. That's one of those things I won't know for sure until I'm in the room. But it'll be a lot of fun. A lot of your other content creators are going to be there as well. Some other live streamers and some other YouTube guys. And the big headliner is Noel Phillips. If you're familiar with him, he'll be there. So come spend a day with us in Atlanta in April 4th. You can check out that QR code or av-con.com. So thanks for that. I'm excited. I'm happy that they asked. I'm glad you liked it, Rodney. I've been. We need to go. Me and the Mrs. Reverse need to go back there. We haven't been there in a year or two. We need to head back for dinner. And I'm glad you liked it. It's a lot of fun out there. So if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, Rodney was here while I was in Germany, and I recommended a restaurant to him called La Mariana Sailing Club. It's right on the harbor behind me, but it's one of the last tiki bars in Hawaii. It's pretty awesome. Well, that's good, Legalized Shemp, because when they first announced the train, they said there's gonna be no luggage allowed on the train. But I did notice in their ad that they've been having on TV the last couple of days that one of the people has at least a carry-on bag. I am a creator, Brandon. I am a content creator. I am creating content as we speak. Uh-oh. Circle of Doom on the 360. Let's see if we can fix that. Other stuff is enough. I have rebooted the encoder for the thing, and it just doesn't seem to be playing nice for the 360 camera. Let's try this. Connected there. Let's pull this and see what happens. Disconnecting, reconnecting. Alright, let's see if that's any better and doesn't affect the main stream. Of course, the main stream's chugging along really good right now, knock on wood. Hello, OSU WSP, good to see you. Yeah, Ian, let me know if the 360 cam gets any better. It's showing better now. Oh, that's awesome, James. Yeah, that looks like a really nasty one, Jane. I haven't seen any news of it today because I was getting ready for this, but it looks really bad. That's the one difference between the Atlantic hurricanes for them and the Pacific hurricanes for us. Sometimes they get no, like, very little lead up time. It just seems like it's, oh, it's a hurricane, oh, it's category 5. Like, super quick. And here, because they all start, well, I don't know about all, I don't want to pretend I'm a weatherman, but they all seem to start off the Baja Mexico Peninsula, or Baja California Peninsula, and somewhere in that area, and then wander out this way. So we literally have sometimes 2 weeks or almost 2 weeks of lead time before they ever get here. And most of them fizzle out by the time they get here. Oh, thanks, Ian. So if you head on over to our Facebook page, which is in that link I sent out a bit ago, that reverseops.com/findme. We are running a banner competition, so every month we change out the banner picture to a viewer picture. So you can head on over there and submit your photo. We run it through the end of the month, so the end of the month we'll close it up. So if you have a nice picture that you are very proud of, I'd love to see it, and maybe that picture will also be our banner for next month. So head on over there. The Facebook link is in the channel description, the About Me section, or in the this link here, reverseops.com/findme. So the first A380 of the day has passed the island of Kauai. It's more than halfway between Oahu and Kauai. So that is still on track to be here in 10 minutes. Hello, Sarah. Good to see you.
Good day.
I don't think I've ever had to vamp this long. What's going on, Hawaii? Come on. Got several Southwest and Hawaiian planes lit up there. Hawaiian flight, well, that's weird. Now it's HAL 810. Hawaiian 810 is going off to LA with the Extra X. That'll be the Stitch livery, the Lilo and Stitch livery 330. We still haven't lost the Hawaiian call sign yet, but it does appear that they're changing flight numbers, because this used to be a Hawaiian Flight 10. And the weird part is it's coming off the wrong terminal. That's weird. It's coming off over by the Southwest terminal. I don't know what's going on here, folks. I'm just a content creator. I'm not a scheduler. Ah, we have a Luke in the chat. Hello, Luke. We have some, any of you guys like tractors? We have a tractor action here. Little mowing the grass. Nice, we have a 717 on the other side coming in. Somewhere over there, there it is. I have a couple of small ones coming here on 4 right. The first one is coming from Kanakakai. It is a Southern Air Express Cessna Grand Caravan, and behind it we have a medical flight. It's a King Air, but it's a medical flight coming in from Hilo. Here's that Grand Caravan. behind it, we'll have that King Air with the medical flight from Hilo. The A380 is just about to cross the coast over there. It's 21 miles away from the airport right now. Still don't see that medical flight out there, but it's out there somewhere. It's really tiny. Oh, there it is. It just turned on its light. So let's see if we can. It's over the black sign. Somewhere. There it is. So we have quite a large fleet of these medical flights that come in and out of Honolulu, because Honolulu is the only island with a level 1 trauma center, and there's a bunch of other things that it's the only place to get treatment for, so all the other islands have to send patients here. But I'll tell you right, this is probably the most expensive flight in Hawaii. Right here. Yeah, Matthew, it is really neat looking little puffy clouds. So the Super just called in, so he's probably 11 miles or so away now. Ooh, close, 13 miles away. He's just crossing over Ko'olina right now. People at Aloha are looking up and saying, "Oh, it's the turtle plane. It's the turtle plane." And I know that's a fact, because that's what Mrs. Reverse Ops does when she's over there. She's like, "Oh, it's the turtle plane." She has wonderful sense of wonder and excitement. That's what makes her special. Yep. So now the Vegas flight, Jen's gonna be mad. Now the Vegas flight is Hawaiian 806. It used to be just Hawaiian 6. They're supposed to be taking away the Hawaiian call sign. They're supposed to be switching them all over to Alaska. And I believe the date for most of those changes will be tomorrow. So when we come back on Thursday, we'll see if all those have changed. They said there's going to be some that are not going to change until sometime in 2026, but either I'm dumb or the person writing the article I was reading was dumb, because it made no sense. Something about planes that are 90 minutes delayed or something. I don't know. It was too much. Hello, Sean. Good to see you. Okay, so I think we should be able to see the turtle now. Should be close enough. Should be somewhere in the shot. Yeah, there he is. We're going to keep calling them 10 and 6 because I don't want to get into these 806 yet. Start me on another rant. So the Vegas, Flight 6, and LA with the extra X, Flight 10, are both about to cross 8 left. They're going to be down here in just a second. People amuse me. The FedEx feeder sky carrier. Uh-oh. God darn it. Alright.
Monitor 26, I got 8 right departing traffic in sight. Maintain visual, Monitor 26. That is 1413 Heavies, showing an 8 left on it.
Yes, Brian, that was a sub going into Pearl Harbor. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about this 360 camera. The internet source I'm using is being extremely flaky today. Give me a second to see if I can do something about it.
Yeah.
Just gonna step off the truck for a half second. I'll be right back.
Aloha, 1024 just across the shoreline, visually them. Then land 8 left, hold short 4 left, going 1024. So, FedEx, 1450. Let's take off there, ground. 4 right, 4 right, FedEx 1450. Right at Delta, passenger passenger Charlie, FedEx 1450. We'll talk to you later, 7:00. Let's go to ground Hawaiian.
Joint Base Pearl Harbor. Airbus A330s, go ahead.
No, John, we don't change here. We stay the same all year round.
Right, set for takeoff, 10:22. Continue taxi Romeo Juliet for 902. Right, that's a departure, Charlie, monitor on subject 5. That's a pick up and safety. 4430 on Tango. 30. Left, 4 left, 5 and 8, traffic 4. departure, Hawaii 1022, good day. Air transport, Hawaiian 717, hold short of 8 o'clock. Right. After Hawaiian 717, hold short of 8 o'clock.
So it looks like I have an Air Transport International coming down here. That'll come all the way down to the Reef runway here in just a second. So there's another 757. So that BizJet there will hide behind the security booth there for a minute, and we'll pick it up on the other side. Second A380 today is the green one. It is now estimated 8:44. So a little, about 40 minutes from, or 30 minutes from now, I'm sorry. 30 minutes from now. Well, Matthew, out here, we're so close to the equator comparatively to the rest of the United States that our sunsets don't vary as much as some of the mainland things. So I know growing up back in Texas, in the summer the sun could set as late as like almost 9 o'clock in the evening, which, depending on daylight savings and all that stuff, 8 o'clock. Even if you don't do daylight savings, it's 8 o'clock. The latest it ever sets here is right around 7:05-ish or so. And so I guess they decided we didn't need it. Which, I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's me personally. I never cared. Back when I lived in Texas, it never bothered me. I never really, maybe it's just me personally, but I never really cared. not for a sleep issue or anything like that. I don't like it now because the company owns my company is based in the south. So for a lot of the summer, they're on East Coast time. So that means they are 6 hours away. So when you get to work at 9:30, they're almost ready to go home. So if you need anything from them, you got to do it straight away. And sometimes you have to get up super early for meetings because it's on their time. But at least now it's down to 5 hours. So that's a little better. My favorite daylight savings time story is, or fun, I don't know if it's a story, it's more of a fun fact. So, fun facts with reverse ops. In Arizona also doesn't adjust for daylight savings time, the state of Arizona. So they stay the same time all year round, just like us. But in the north, I'll finish the story. I'll finish the story in a second. So, back to my little fun fact. Arizona, like Hawaii, is one of the places that does not do the clock changes. They stay the same all year round. That's almost the entire state. So, but in the northeast corner of the state, fairly giant chunk of the northeast corner of the state, is the Navajo Nation. That is a Indian reservation for the Navajo people, and they do change the time, so they do adjust for daylight savings time. So Arizona doesn't. The Navajo Nation, which is mostly in Arizona, does. Inside the Navajo Nation, completely surrounded by the Navajo Nation, is the Hopi Nation. The Hopi Nation doesn't do daylight savings. And then if that weren't confusing enough, inside the Hopi Nation there's a very small part that is also the Navajo Nation, and they do. So on one road you can go from not changing your clocks to changing your clocks to not changing your clocks and then back to changing your clocks. And then the reverse as you keep driving through. Very interesting. Oh, thanks, John. So I've never met anybody who lived there, or even like passed through there. I need to ask David. David Zeising lives near there. I wonder if he knows. But I wonder if it's kind of a, yeah, it's that way on paper, but nobody really does that. or if they're very strict on it. I wonder how it works out in real life. Because on paper it's very confusing, but I wonder if they just one of those things that you just get used to because you're there. Let me see if I can look up the road number. Give me a second. I'll look up the road number. It's if I remember correctly, it's not anywhere in the middle of, it's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I'm really scared what Jonathan's gonna do with his clock talk. So I believe the 747 is next, and it's just far enough where I can open up things. So I think looks like it's State Highway 77 in Arizona. Which it's not letting me click on. Yeah, State Highway 77, I think. You're in Arizona, then you're in the Navajo Nation, then you're in the Hopi Nation, then you're back in the Navajo Nation. If you keep driving, it goes in reverse. So. I did that a couple of years ago, John. I went from as far west as I could, basically the coast in California, and I followed Route 66 all the way to northern Arizona, and then I went down to Phoenix. What surprised me out in southeastern California and through western Arizona was how much lava was out there. I didn't realize how much lava was out there. You drive down Route 66 and it's just lava on both sides of the road. Alright, so we have a Southwest that's about to leave on the Reef runway. Let's go over and take that. Now, shall we? We shall. Alright, so the next two coming down here are Aloha Air Cargo and another Southwest. They should be both 737s. We'll find out the variety of them here in a second. The first one is a 300. That is Aloha Air Cargo, of course. The one behind it is a Max 8. The Max 8 is heading off to San Jose. The Aloha Air Cargo is heading off to Hilo. Oh, I got a bunch of stuff to catch up on, don't I? I said I was going to catch up on it, and then I never did. So our good friend Jane Chu has been with us for 9 months. Not only is she an awesome channel member at the 330 level, she's also one of our mods. Thank you very much, Jane. Our good friend Keith Cornell has crossed 14 months at the 321 level. Thank you very much. That's gone quick. Yes, it has. Seems like just yesterday we were standing in Heathrow. But thank you very much. And then our friend James Hayes is celebrating 13 months. Just missed celebrating the 12th month. We'll count it though. You got that gold badge now. Thank you very much for your support. 13 big months. And to round off everything, our good friend Jane Chu not only is celebrating 9 months with us, she's also gifting a reverse ops membership. And unfortunately, I let it scroll too long where I can't see who got the membership. So if YouTube told you got a membership, please join me in thanking our good friend Jane Chu.
I've been waiting 8 right, Southwest 2913.
And I do apologize for slacking and not getting to those sooner. This guy's in a hurry. He's got a table at Ken's reserved already. RSVP, I wonder how many of those signs they go through every year. Because you gotta figure, if you live anywhere close to them, you gotta, any juvenile delinquent's gonna have one of those on his wall. They must have to constantly be making new signs. It's like the, I think it's in Colorado. There's a there used to be a mile marker. You know, the mile markers down the road. Well, they went from, I won't say it, but they had mile marker 419, and then they had mile marker 421, and the one in the middle, for some reason, kept getting stolen. I don't know why that is. I have no idea. I'm not hip on all these kid things. I don't know the 6-7. I don't know the was it the Z. I don't know all that stuff. But for some reason, the mile marker that was between 419 and 421, that one in the middle, kept getting stolen for some reason, and they had to change it to 419.9 so it wouldn't get stolen. Take care, Matthew. We'll see you next time. Brandon Rabbit, you would not believe the depths of my knowledge. Ah, welcome back, Miss Wolves. Alright, so the Qantas will be coming out here unless they pull a super fast one. Before that, we have a Southwest that's coming in on 4 right. It's coming in from Hilo. Alright, so the next A380 is most of the way across the channel between Oahu and Hawaii. I hear something moving on the other side of the cargo ramp. What is that? Sounds big, but I don't see anything on the... wonder what it could be. I don't know. What's funny to me, the older I get, a lot of people say they feel out of touch, you know, getting older. I don't really feel out of touch. I'm not super old, so it's maybe it hasn't hit yet, I don't know. But I notice, I think back to all the stuff in school that they weren't really the same type of things like the 6.7 or anything like that. That spread like wildfire. But there were things when I was a kid that you knew, and other kids did, and parents had no idea. But it's kind of now like it was then. It's kind of an inclusionary thing. It's not really like this 6.7. I bet you if you asked 100 kids what 6.7 means, most of them actually wouldn't know. They know that they do it, and they know that kids do it and they fit in, adults do it and they look ridiculous. So that's all they need to know. It's their inclusionary thing. It's the we can do it and you can't kind of mentality, and every generation has that. But it's a little bit funny when you see football players do it when they score a touchdown. You look ridiculous. You're not 12. Just stop trying to fit in. Ah, hello, Eham. Alright. 1 3-mile final for the Super, so that's just over Ko'olina right now. So it is, let's zoom out a little bit, there we go, zoom out a little bit. Yes, it's just over Ko'olina right now. If you ever come out here and you end up staying at Ko'olina, specifically Aulani, I would be forever in your debt if you could grab Mrs. Reverse Ops a pool wristband and sneak her into the pool. So. Oh yeah, Random Spotter. That's the proper way to do it as an adult. But to do it when you score a touchdown, even more cringe. And I just actually used the word cringe. I think I might be too old to use the word cringe. Oh, I see a truck. Truck's a good sign. So we should get the Super before the F-22s, the Supers. No, no volcanic ash here. It doesn't come that far. We do get what's called VOG, which has the gases from the volcano in it, but the ash drops out long before it gets here. What you're seeing on those cars is just the fact that we live near the ocean. It's just the salt air really does a number on paint jobs here. You have to be really vigilant with your car washing and get this. If you get salt water on it, you get it off real quick. And some people live too close, and it's just all you see is rust. Eats away at the finish. Alright, so let's take that Super now. We'll go to Super Zoom for the Super. Somewhere over there.
runway with 050716 for like 4 XLR. My 1046 runway right close to it. Pick up a break point, 1046. 9999 Aloha, go straight on Alpha and turn left on Yankee, go to the bay left again. 2658 Aloha, keep straight ahead and then turn left on Yankee, go to the runway left on Yankee.
Qantas will be the next one out here, I believe. It has a Hawaiian in front of it, or behind it, I'm sorry. The Hawaiian is heading off to Kailua Kona. It looks like it's also coming out here, but the Qantas is going to Melbourne. Qantas will be coming through the trees any second now, so we're going to flip over to the trees so we can see the One World livery, because we rarely see that one here. It's a infrequent visitor here. Ah, we have Martin in the house. Hello, Martin. Good to see you. So I think I did pretty good with the jet lag on this trip. It was okay. I did pretty good. It was a little rough the first couple of days at night, but pretty much over it now. But like, what's really weird though is my hunger has shifted. So I've never really been a breakfast guy, so that's kind of what I do with the Pop-Tarts. And on some days I'll have Nutri-Grain bars or a breakfast bar or something. It's not always Pop-Tarts, but mostly something small. And that's it till, you know, noon or 1 o'clock for lunch. But since I've come back from Germany, I've been very hungry in the morning and not as hungry at night. And I don't know, does my stomach get jet lag? I don't know. It's like right now, my stomach is going crazy, like I'm super hungry. Thank you very much, Christopher Brown. Cheers for a great stream. Watching from North Carolina. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. I really appreciate it.
Runway 8 left, fast land, Japan 74.
Thanks again, Christopher. Appreciate it. This one's just waiting for one to cross in front of it on landing on 4 left, and then it'll head out. The one coming in is a FedEx. Oh, it might be going to 4 right. Oh, pardon me.
Tower, how's it? Hawaii 1027, visual 4 right. Okay, clear to land 4 right. Hawaii 1027. Roger, crossing lake departure from 658 point.
This one might be, no, I don't know. That Hawaiian's still a ways away. I don't know what he's waiting for. There's a Hawaiian coming in, 717. It's coming in from Kailua Kona. Still kind of a ways out. I wouldn't imagine he's waiting for him, but you never know. I don't tell ATC how to do their job. They're better at it. I do sometimes think ATC punks me though. I think they know I'm out here and send stuff the other direction. Oh. Here he goes.
Tower, 784 right.
Next one out here is Alaska. It's heading off to, I believe, Seattle. Because Seattle is apparently the center of the universe from now on. No, not really anything expected. I usually just do shows on Tuesdays. Oh. So yeah. Okay. We had an interesting one here yesterday. Did you see the E4B came in yesterday? Oh. Yeah. The Secretary of Defense was heading off towards Japan. Oh wow. He stopped here to yell at people, I guess. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Eham. Oops. Hello, fire truck. Yeah, I think you're onto something there with the bad choice. Ugh. So the next one coming out here looks like an old livery United. It's heading off to SFO. How's it going? No, you're good. Thanks. Here's the United I was talking about a second ago. This is headed off to SFO. Alright, so we have a couple of Raptors at the end of the runway now. I can see 3. Thought there might have been 4, but sometimes they duck behind the guard shed and I lose count. Oh no, there is 4. There's 4. Subs and F-22s, how about that? Couple high-priced items at the end of the runway there. Our good friend Christine has been with us for 19 months at the 717 level. Thank you very much. Says yes. Christine likes her little gray dots. Thank you very much. Flight radar just froze. Hello, Kurt. Oh, interesting. Dutch Air Force next summer. That would be... Wait, is next summer... Are we back to... Wait, it'll be 2 years for RIMPAC, so that wouldn't be it. What if they'd come for Century Aloha? That would be fun. So I believe the one coming around the corner is going to be a Southwest. It's a MAX 8. July, August. Interesting. I have to mark that on the calendar. German Eurofighters? That's going to be a fun year then. Holy cow. We had the German Eurofighters here... When was that? About a year ago? Hello, Peter.
Delta 18. 0 Heavy is on the ILS ABAC. Delta 1 Carry Honolulu cars and Caribbean on the E1 model to cross runway running left turn land. Full turn runway for left. Turn land 8 left, will hold short for left for Delta 180 Heavy.
And my flight radar just went kafooey. Let's try Plane Finder and see what happens. Alright, so the Southwest that just sauntered into your picture there is heading off to Hilo. I don't like the map on this. How do I change the map? Maps. I don't like that either. Let's try standard. They're too dark. That's a little better. Too dark. No, interesting. Thank you. our good friend Centex Rail Productions has upgraded to the 321 level. Mainland travel, stepping up from the 717 to the 321. The seats in economy do recline on the 321, and you still get your POG juice, so it's a win-win-win. So O'Malley will be by with your POG drink soon. Thank you. Thank you very much for the support. That is very nice.
For Delta 180 Heavies. Here, going to ground Delta 180 Heavies.
So last Thursday, I believe, we had a emergency landing of a 135. Someone in the chat said they might have heard it was a medical, but apparently it stayed on the taxiway over here forever. So I don't know if it was, I'm trying to figure out if it was actually a medical emergency or something wrong with the plane. If anybody knows, can they drop it in the chat? I'd like to, just curiosity, I'd like to know. Oh, I see them.
Hold tower Japan at 784, 1 mile final runway, 8 left. Weather stress round Japan at 784.
So there's a flight of 2 there, and then we have 2 more coming up, it looks like. There's 1, 2 more. Oh, thanks, Eham. Ah, okay. CFI on the fly. Thank you. Fuel profile, not medical. Okay. Thank you.
For heavy, no need to respond. Traffic will be in position on the A330 heavy haul start, company 717 on a 2-mile final, going for the parallel.
I love hearing the echoing of them in the clouds above us. Quack.
185 to the 717 mile final for the heavy Airbus A330 on a 9-mile final for the first runway will hold 26. Aloha, Aloha, 285. Measure 6 all power caravan 2-mile final. We'll swing on the downwind for the parallel runway to the heavy Airbus A330 6-mile final for the front runway will hold to the gear and connect for clear left. Like 1035, enough on Delta and Honolulu. Left Delta over to ground line 1034. Honolulu Tower 246 inbound to golf course, no 7. 146, Honolulu Tower right here. Maintain 1500, continue, expect runway 4 left. Maintain 1500, continue, expect 4 left. 246. Flight 891, Aloha Tower, caution return, company Heavy Airbus A330 on a 3-mile final. The staying area the downwind for the crossing runway has a short 360 mile final. For the crossing runway, Lester land, hold to the runway for left. 146, we started to descend, there's an Airbus A320 10-mile final for the crossing runway, we'll hold to the intersection.
So on the other side,
365 mile final for the parallel.
there's a Hawaiian coming in from, I believe, Tokyo. Yes, Tokyo. Get that here in just a second.
Tower, Rainbow 4, down. Rainbow 4, all time, with the stand. Thank you, Rainbow 4. For 916, turn right on Delta and it's on the ground. Delta,
Hello, Martin. Your good friend Martin Colat came and saw me in Germany. He's also coming to see me out here in Hawaii. He came to the Frankfurt show, and in just a few weeks he will be here in Hawaii. He's celebrating 21 months at the 330 level. Thank you very much, Martin.
And the 2 all-star President Hole, Rainbow Helicopter headed east. Rainbow 4 is the Magnum Helicopter, 12 years off. Even Magnum Rainbow. Tower 16, hold island about. 16 all-stars, Magnum Helicopter off to right, and the Rainbow Helicopter ahead of you. Just President Hole. President Hole, copy to 5. Turn right on Echo, cross the right point without delay, and then connect ground traffic bomb has started before.
The next one coming in on this side is a Transair Short. It's coming in from, it says Honolulu to Kona. That can't be right. It's coming here, so unless it came back. Oh yeah, this one's coming back. This one got all the way over Kona, landed, that's weird, and didn't change its flight plan. That's weird. Still showing as to Kona. Well, at least he's got the gear down, so can't fault him too much. Singapore 7. We also have, do we have a Queen lit up? Alright, we have a Queen lit up. Southwest, or UPS 58 heading off to Hong Kong is lit up. There is a Coletta over there too. I was hoping to get that Coletta departure today, but I haven't seen it lit up, and I didn't see it on the, any of the apps earlier. I just saw the tail when I came in. See if it's on. See if it's on jet tip. Run. Jet plus. New.
Number 4, all tower, Roger, departure. For the runway 14, helicopter,
to see when it actually leaves.
There's one more inbound from the terminal. 416, one helicopter departure from the shoreline.
CFI on the fly, I was told they fixed it, but I have not seen it. Of course, I don't really pay attention to the tail numbers of the shorts, so I might have seen it. But I was told they fixed it.
What's the number? 91, from Delta, coming down. For 498 Golf Golf, all time, Foxtrot, crossing the correct, and for the left, line up and wait. For far right, and Foxtrot, line up and wait, forward left.
Man, I am super hungry. Holy cow. I don't think I've been this hungry on a weekday morning in a long time.
053 Heavy, Honolulu Tower, runway 8 left to the land. Caravan, 8 mile final cross runway will hold short of your intersection. Number 8 Golf Golf, there's a helicopter, southeast bound on the shoreline, low level, ready for departure in. Runway 4 left, to takeoff. Number 4, cameraman departing runway 4 left, southeast bound, kind of. We're looking at forward and traffic and departure from Trump.
Yes, I think that was one of those Porsche, four-door Porsches. I don't remember the name of those. Cayenne, maybe? I don't know. No, Cayenne's the SUV, right? Yeah, it was one of those, Brandon, it was one of those four-door Porsches. I think. Yeah, that's one of the, that car's here a lot. The person works at one of the things in the blue hangars over here.
Number 9103 Julia Halifax at taxi to runway 8 right. Number 8 Golf Golf, contact departure. Departure will be in Number 9103 Julia Halifax at taxi to runway 8 right.
Panamera. There we go. Panamera? Mara? You say tomato, I say tomato.
365, hold tower, runway 4, right, clear line, move to the runway 8 left, at Boeing 787, 5 on final front runway.
Oh, look at this. We have Korean Air coming in. That's early. I like these. They switched up these winter schedule times. So now I think we're getting the Korean Air early. Hasn't been this early in a long time. There's usually not food trucks down here. I wish that'd be nice. I'd like the food truck down here. What I really would like them to do, of course it might hurt my vantage point, is make an official spotting location with a nice ramp and to look platform to look over the fence and bathrooms and shade, like some of the other airports do. Munich had tons of great spots. Their whole visitor park inside the airport was really cool. So here is the Dreamliner X from Korea. This one's usually well after our show. Yeah, on the 25th, apparently was the last day of their summer schedule. That was scheduled arrival time of 10:55, and now the scheduled arrival is 9:45. So that's good. One more plane to get into the show. I like that. Thank you, Korean Airlines. You're the best. Yeah, that's a little tougher CFI on the fly because of the military base and the actual airport itself. You can go up if you are not a professional. They consider me a professional, believe it or not. You can go up to the parking garage and take pictures. And there's a Starbucks and a bathroom on the first level. Very nice, but they don't let me up there.
Turn left kilo, crossing 4 left and 8 left, traffic 2 mile, final 8 left, holding short the intersection. Turn kilo, cross 4 left, ground on the other side, coming in, goodbye. Thank you.
EHAM, I don't actually know what security would do. I've been up there to take pictures and short videos and stuff. And they haven't hassled me, but you know, there's a difference between standing there for 10 minutes and standing there for 4 hours. But I do know the rules, so the rules, I don't want to make anybody mad by breaking their rules, so I haven't even tried. You know, I did 2 shows up there before I knew the rules. And it was technically, before I was monetized, so I wasn't actually breaking any rules back then. But I do know the rules now, and I don't want to step on any toes. Legalized the Terminal 1 parking on the top deck it's shaded, and you can see most of the runway. There's a couple of spots that get blocked by the buildings, but you can see most of the 8 left from there. Yeah, EHAM, I agree with you. It would be good promotion for the airport, but you know, it's just whoever's in charge doesn't want it, and because they are self-contained entities, all airports, they can make up their own rules. Some airports are very open to it, like Minneapolis has a spotting location. The TWA Hotel in JFK is a nice spotting location that's on airport property, even though it's a hotel. But then there's airports like Chicago. O'Hare, you can't get anywhere close to the place, as they own a bunch of property around it. They won't even let you stream on any of their property, so you have to go way off. I know Chicago flights for a long time. It took him a long time to find places that he can stream now, but it is not as close as he used to be. Yeah, CFI on the fly. That's a good point too. Like the place in San Diego. Oh, here we go. The place in San Diego. That's right at the end of the runway, the parking garage. I think they finally realized that they, for a long time, they were not letting plane spotters into the parking garage, and they've changed their opinion on it now. As long as you pay to park there, they let you stream and photograph from there. So they saw the benefit of it. Took them a long time, but hopefully one of these days. I have every once in a while I reach out, but so far no luck. Love seeing Air New Zealand again. My good friend Adrian Anderson is celebrating 8 months of the 717 level. He says, hi all. Thank you for your support. That's extremely generous of you. I really appreciate it. Queen is going to block our view of the Air New Zealand leaving. It's doing a really good job of blocking our view of Air New Zealand. Can't tell Her Majesty to be down in the front, so you gotta take what you get, I guess.
New Zealand 9 Heavy, contact departure, good day. We'll take the touch, jump on Heavy. Rainbow 4, traffic no factor, contact departure, good day. No factor, contact departure, Rainbow 4, good day. Flight 1043, traffic on Romeo, follow you, runway 8 right and last point.
Oh, we're also going to get the All Nippon in there. I like this new schedule. Wow. 7 o'clock hour was a little slow, but man, this end of the show is pretty nice. We got Korean, New Zealand, the third All Nippon Airways, which is a Dreamliner. It's a shorty Dreamliner. All right. Winter schedule is good. Sarah, I'm not saying that's actually illegal what they did. They cannot force you to delete photographs, no matter where you took them. So they can stop you from photographing and they can have you removed from the premises, but they cannot have you delete photographs. So if you're ever in that situation and someone asks you to delete your photographs, be very polite and tell them that that is against the law to have them request you to do that. They can ask you to leave, they can ask you to stop, but they cannot ask you to delete your photographs. They cannot take your camera. They cannot take your SD card. So the only people that can detain you is police officers. So even if they try to detain you, they cannot detain you. So I am not a lawyer, so don't quote me on any of that, but look up your local laws where you are. That is not a blanket statement for everybody, but generally in the US, they cannot force you to delete photos. They cannot take your card or your camera. They can, however, ask you to leave. And the old adage is, it's always better to fight them in court than fight them in the present. So if someone ever does, even if you think they're breaking the law, it's always better just to comply, in my opinion. Just say, okay, my bad, I'm leaving, I'm sorry, and then figure it out later. But generally, that's only from private property. They can't ask you to leave public property. Only a police officer can do that. And the police officer then still has to be giving you a lawful command. A police officer cannot ask you to leave someplace just because he doesn't like you there. It has to be a lawful command. Again, if he says it to you, it probably is a lawful command. Oh, interesting. And not to drag on any more about what Sarah said, but I really hate that 9/11 security excuse. 9/11 was not. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna get there. I'm not gonna go there. Just remember, know your rights. There's several photography organizations out there that have handouts that you can actually print out and take with you, so you know the laws. And most airports do have some kind of FAQ on their website. So.
631 Holocaust, wind 0010, bus 17, runway 8 left, clear to land, traffic 2 mile final for the crossing, runway Skyhawk, holding short view.
Yeah, and a lot of it has to do with them not knowing their own rules. I know I said I was going to stop, but a lot of it has to do with the security or the police not knowing the actual law or the rules of the airport. I know several people who have been removed from the parking garage just for taking pictures here, but that is perfectly fine here, and just it was the security guard who did not know the rule. All right, all we need now is Asiana. Where's Asiana at? I don't see Asiana out there anywhere. There's F-22s in the overhead. Alright, so the Queen just got its clearance for takeoff. As soon as it starts to roll, I'll pull away from this F-22. Alright, so it's the second one. The Queen is on the roll now, though. Have to take the Queen over the F-22 because after all, the F-22 is a twin jet. This is a quad jet. Got to follow the rules. Uh-oh. I think I think I didn't swap batteries fast enough with this 360 camera. I think the 360 camera battery ran out. Yeah, if you're watching on the 360 camera, I apologize. I meant to swap a cable a while ago, and I forgot to swap the cable. So the 360 camera is already done for today. Apologize about that. I was switching around cables when I was trying to figure out the internet situation a while ago, and I stole the cable from the encoder and I forgot to put it back. Oops. Oh, Peter, that must have been cool. The only time I've seen them from a plane, the 22s that is I was leaving on a 717. I believe I was going to Hilo, but I don't actually remember. I think it was going to Hilo. And we got to the end of Juliet and made a left turn onto the Reef runway out there, and I looked out my window and there was several F-22s right behind us. Yeah, sorry, Ian. The battery ran out in the encoder, and I meant to swap a cable a while ago, and I forgot. I'm sorry. I apologize about that. But we'll get it up next time. I think I figured out the internet issue today, so that's good news. So I'm going to run this now. We got a couple more minutes. It's 9:50. I got about 5 more minutes. So we'll run this while we watch this Southwest, and there's a Cessna coming in, and then we'll see where we're at. The second DHL Singapore is actually on the downwind too, so maybe we'll see that as it touches down. I hear it over my head, but I don't see it up there. Oh, there it is. It's up there somewhere. It's up there somewhere. Yeah, I think I'm just one more stab at it. Nope. It's up there somewhere though, I don't see it. Almost ready to go to work. We got 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I have this time down to a science, I think. Ah, hello, Rainbow Love. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better for Thursday. We pass on good thoughts. You're welcome, Eham. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the info. Thanks, CFI on the fly.
123.9, a good day.
So it scrolled by in the thing already, but I want to give a special shout out to my mods, the world's most dangerous mod crew. Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Kirsten, Sydney, Josh, O'Malley, Alan, and Brandon. Thank you very much. Give a special shout out to my lovely wife, my muse, my reason for all the great stuff in my life, Mrs. Reverse Ops. So thank you very much. We're going to be back here again on Thursday. Same Pat time, same Pat channel. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. If you're not subscribed and you want more of this type of action, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 20,000 by the end of the year. I don't know if we're going to make it where you kind of slowed off the last month or so when I was in Germany, but we'll try to pick it up. Any little bit helps. Again, don't forget about that reverseops.com/findme link, which is somewhere over here. There we go. Oh, my, wow, that is, my camera is all wonky. Let's see if we can fix that. No signal. Webcam 3, 2, 1. No, we don't want that. Ah, that's a little better. I don't look like an Oompa Loompa anymore. So thanks again, everyone. It's been a lot of fun today. I gotta get off to work, but we'll be back Thursday, and then I'm not sure about Saturday. I have something going on Saturday that I'm trying to push around, but it's not being very friendly, so keep an eye out for that. But we'll definitely be here Thursday morning at 6:45 a.m. Hawaii time. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Be good to each other. Be happy. I'll see you all very soon. Aloha.